Hey, family. How is everybody doing out there? This is your girl, Copper Color Creations, and I am coming with transformation, family. Hey, family. I'm tired of the updates. I want transformation. So now I'm coming with transformation, okay? Not change, because change is temporary. We want transformation here on this channel. You heard me? All right, I am so happy to be back. Ooh, wee. First, let me just tell you guys, if you have not been following me from day one, well, what I want to tell you is I am not a YouTuber. I am someone who is sharing my experiences with others on my journey, hoping and wishing to motivate others to evolve into the highest version of themselves. Okay? My research, I don't just scratch the surface, I go above and beyond. Okay? I don't just sit behind a computer or laptop or tablet and read. I just don't take a book and read it. I get I get into the surface of things, family, and I have a sector of Copper Color Creations called Boots on the Ground. So while I'm doing my research, if I feel I need to travel to a specific place and interview some people, that's what I like to do. That's real research to me. Reading a book and getting the statistics is good, but getting actually putting boots on the ground and putting yourself in the atmosphere of where all the action took place is very helpful. So I just don't do normal research. I go down deep, okay? I might even pull the etymology of a word. You just cannot read surface words, okay? Now remember, you have to go to the root of everything, all right? Now, before I get started, the name of this video, and this video is so special to me. I decided, family, I'm going to unleash my downloads. The last time I unleashed my downloads, I had a lot of negative energy, okay? And that's okay. All I'm asking you guys to do, okay, is open up your heart, your mind, take a couple deep breaths, okay, because the information that I'm about to release basically all this week is going to be new to a lot of you. And, maybe not new to me, others. I know there are a lot of people that have this information that I'm about to release, but they are not clear on it, okay? So I want to bring some clarity to many that are struggling out there, all right? That's okay. We are here to evolve and learn from each other. And that's what we are here to do, all right? Nobody is better than anyone. Everybody, whether you're the children of the light or the children of the dark, you have a mission here on earth. Okay? All right. So, yes, what I've been doing. Oh, I want to mention shout out to my mother and my brother. We have been experimenting with a lot of herbs. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to launch my own detox, okay? An herbal detox. I wanted to launch my own detox, but I wanted to change some things up. With my detox, I wanted something fast. I know there are 15 and 30-day detoxes. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do a 7-day fast detox. So my mom and my brother and me, we have been consuming a lot of herbal tea with experiment on our bodies because the doctors have been experimenting on our bodies for years. So why not we experiment on our own bodies naturally with natural herbs and potions? So that's what we've been doing. And I am so excited. I finally found the perfect recipe. I have a bad detox, 7-day detox that I'm going to launch in 2025. And so the difference between my detox, and like I said, I did a couple detoxes. They did not work until like maybe 1 or 2 days after I started taking them. And they gave me I had a lot of fatigue. Okay. Although they are bitter, because bitter is good. So if you're complaining about any teas being bitter, parasites don't like bitterness. So let your taste buds get used to it. But my detox it works within the next 4 hours of consuming the herbal tea, number one. So I accomplished that. I'm excited. Yes. So within 4 hours of taking the tea, it starts to work. And then you don't get any fatigue. You actually get energy. So I was able to accomplish, oh man, it feels so good because it's like, you never know. You hear about a lot of detoxes out there, but to actually make something your own and not have to, take it from someone else. I mean, because that's happening a lot out here. So, you got to stand on business when it comes to your ingredients and stuff like that. So I have a self-made herbal detox. Your girl is excited about it. So that's what me and my family have been working on, my mom and brother, all day, every day, just consuming teas and seeing what works and what doesn't work. So shout out to them. They have been working hard. I greatly appreciate them. Okay. So let's get started with this video. Before I get started with this video, I'm going to let y'all know right now, this video will be a trigger for many. Okay. First of all, before I get started, I am not a feminist. Okay. A feminist, they want to rule the world, like take over type stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm calling for balance within the divine masculine and feminine energies so we can coexist in a peaceful, harmonized earth. Okay? And so that's why I do my divine dating, which I have a divine dating. I think it's part 3. We're going to talk about soul ties and trauma bonds on that video. So stay tuned for that. That's going to get juicy. Divine dating part 3 coming soon. Now, also, I'm calling for a union and balance on earth. Okay. And so, many will think that I am trying to be this feminist and this act. No, I am not about that life. So with that being said, like I've warned many, whether you believe me or not, that's okay. Okay. My calling was not a conference call. All right. So I can't get mad if people don't believe anything I say. It's okay if you're a non-believer, but really soon you're going to be a believer. Okay. We are in the season, like I said, the golden age. If you don't know anything about it, research the golden age. We are in that age where the divine feminine energy is here. So remember how I used to announce that the divine feminine energy is coming to earth, tap in and connect to the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is within all of us, but you must tap in to the divine feminine energy. Okay. If you don't, it is a force to be reckoned. All right. So the name of this video, like I said, will be called The Great Mother of Heaven and Earth, aka the Divine Feminine Energy, okay? Because they run hand in hand. This is only going to be, the first video of many. on this channel. I am going to pay homage to the Queen of Heaven and Earth a lot on this channel. So get used to hearing it. And if you don't want to talk about truth, then unfollow me. You know, like I said, if I could save 5 souls a day, I am happy. If I could save 2 souls a day, I am happy. It does not matter to me about a following, subscribers. It's about me putting this information out in the ethers, okay? Because that's what's important. So I'm going to let many know, like it's a shame I got to warn you, but I do want to warn you. Okay, so I'm divinely guided. All right. So that means I am divinely protected. All right. My ancestors got my back. They're passing all the spiritual gifts down to me. Shout out to my ancestors, my spirit guides. Yes, my archangels, the great mother of heaven and earth. Shout out to you. Okay. All right. I would never have made it if it wasn't for you guys. So I have to put that out there. So if you plan on or intend on coming for me mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, you will get a blowback. Okay? It's called a backfire, return to sender. Okay? So basically, coming for me while I'm on my divine mission, you will curse your whole family's bloodline. Okay? I know many are like, what? Yes. You cannot come for someone who is delivering a message from the creator of heaven and earth. It's not going to work out for you. Okay? So tread lightly. Once again, open your mind and your heart. Okay? With this video, I would tell everyone, go within, okay? So you don't have to go without. Change your beliefs so you could change your life. All I'm saying, family, is all these years, our ancestors and their ancestors and our great-great-grandparents, they couldn't get it right, okay? They didn't know the truth, all right? So it's our jobs to bring the truth, to set our generational free. Set the generation after us free, and the one after us free. Okay? And the one before us free. Because if you haven't been looking around, this last generation that's out here, that's addicted to video games and sex, drugs, and rock and roll and being disrespectful, we have failed. And it's time that we do something different. Okay? So I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. All right? Don't shoot the messenger, family. All right? All right, let's go. Let me get some notes. Let's start. So I want to start off by saying, and if I forget something in this video, don't worry. I have a part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I will keep going. When it comes to the Queen of Heaven and Earth, it's infinity. I don't know how many videos I'm going to do on this topic, but I want to bring some clarity to many that are confused. So I decided to come up with some questions. Okay. I got some questions. First, family, I always wondered when I opened up that Bible, why it always said God, Him, Son, Man, Brother. Have you ever wondered why it always is masculine energy? Why it's always talking about Son, Man, and God? Well, first of all, I want to start off with the Adam and Eve story, family. That is a lie, okay? Let's get into it. I got some visuals. Let's go to the visuals. So I want to talk about first about creation, the Adam and Eve story. Sorry, family. Let's get this. Okay, right here. All right. So this visual says religion says woman came from man. Nature says man came from a woman. Which one of these is consistent with your intelligent mind, and which one contradicts it? Now, we know, and I know many out there know, some don't know. Adam, Eve didn't come from Adam's rib. Okay. If you think about it, Adam came from Eve's rib. Where is the womb? Does it sit in the rib cage? When you're pregnant, is your womb pressing against your rib cage? I don't know. So I think that Adam came from Eve's ribs inside of her womb. you know, meditate on that. All right. That's something I've been digging really deep in. And I'm going to talk about who Eve is, because Eve really exists, family. Her name is just not Eve. Okay. And that lady that they call Eve in the Bible, that is your great mother of heaven and earth. I know, sounds crazy, don't it? But let's go ahead and get into this video. So, the number one question is, who is the cosmic mother? Okay, who is the cosmic mother? I wonder who the cosmic mother is. All right, let's talk about the cosmic mother. So, to me, the cosmic womb of the great mother, because that's what it is. The cosmic womb of the great mother is a place of deep creation, okay? And we connect to it by allowing ourselves to come to a place of equilibrium. When we connect our energy and tap into the cosmic field of love, we experience love. Love is our awareness. Knowing, the knowing of our experience is our consciousness and our awareness. So when I say, who is the cosmic mother? Who is the cosmic womb, shall I say? All right. Have you ever heard of the Milky Way galaxy, family? Yes. It's like a spiraling vagina. All right. So you're basically in the mother's womb. All right. You're in the cosmic's mother womb. Okay. Call her whatever you want to call her, but you're living in her galaxy. Okay. All right. So I also want to let everyone know that, astrology and astronomy is something you should be studying. It's something our ancestors studied. And that's how they were able to survive and live in harmony, by connecting to Mother Nature. Okay, let's get into it. So the cosmic mother is the womb, the Milky Way, and that's the galaxy that we live in. So we live in the Great Mother's womb, whether you like it or not. Okay? All right. The next question is, let me get the questions here. I got them written down, family. Bear with me, because I didn't write any notes down, because I kind of wanted to freelance. This is something that you got to stand in some authenticity when it comes to delivering this message. I want it to be as authentic as possible, and I just want to just let it roll off my brain. So let's go ahead and go. So number one, the cosmic mother, I told you, was the cosmic womb. My second question was, who is Mother Nature? Let's go ahead and see what I got for Mother Nature. Let's see, family. Let's get into my slideshow. I have a little slideshow that I got together, so I want it to be organized. It's so important, family. All right, so when you're dealing with Mother Nature, a lot of people, I think it speaks for itself. I Mother Nature. Because, and what I think is that the great mother, are the elements. All right. So when you think of Mother Nature, family, it's it does not appear in the Bible. Okay. I wonder why Mother Nature is not in the Bible. Mother Nature is basically a personification of nature that focuses on life giving and nurturing aspects of nature by embodying it in the form of a mother or mother goddess. Okay? Mother Nature is femininity, nurturing, growth, new life, and groundedness. Okay? So, Mother Nature is a powerful woman. Okay? Mother Earth is the power of the feminine energy. Okay? Yes. All right. So, you know, let's keep going because it's getting good. All right. So, the cosmic mother, you learn you're living in the great mother's womb. Okay. Number two, who is Mother Nature? Well, Mother Nature is the form of the mother or mother goddess. Okay? What is the feeling of Mother Nature? Being in nature gives you a sense of calmness, right? Right? Okay. All right. So let's get to the most important part of this, which is the divine feminine energy. Because I am hearing so many people talk about being divine, the divine feminine energy, uh, giving their personal definition of the divine feminine energy. But I want to go a little deeper because it just didn't sit right. Because I hear people say, well, I think the divine, no, the divine, it is not what everybody thinks it is. So let's go ahead and I'm going to explain. Let's talk about the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine is the feminine aspect of the divine power that connects and binds the earth. She is the goddess energy that exists within all of us. Many ancient cultures had a divine feminine concept. The Egyptians had Isis, the Greeks had Aphrodite, the Hindus had Shakti. Let me just say this, family, that the great mother, when you hear Isis, Set, the divine feminine energy is the great mother of heaven and earth. Okay? That's the divine feminine energy. All right? We all have that energy in us. Okay? We all have that divine feminine aspect in us. Now, how you get tapped into it, that's going to be on part 2. I'm going to show you guys how to connect to your mother, the creator of heaven and earth, the creator of many nations, okay? All right. So, we know that the divine feminine energy is a primordial force on earth. All right? And if you cannot feel this energy right now, then you need to decalcify your pineal gland, detox your gut so you could tap in. Okay? Because it's very important to tap into this energy. This energy, family, is very, very powerful. Okay? So, why don't we know about this energy? Why don't we know about the Queen of Heaven? They mention her in the Bible. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I told y'all that I was going to go over scripture every time I come live. And I just want to go over some things that, really piqued my interest. And so when I got these spiritual downloads, I was like, wait a minute. This couldn't be true. And so I've been honoring the Great Mother for quite some time now, maybe at least 7 plus 8 years. I've been awakened to the Great Mother's energy. Okay? Many of us have been awakened to the Great Mother, and and so that's good. And many of us have not, and that's okay. In divine timing, it will happen to everyone. Okay? When I say every knee shall bow, every knee will bow down to the divine feminine energy. So if you think the matriarchal system, the divine feminine energy, the queen of heaven's energy is false, fake, or a hijack, then I suggest you go within and heal. You got a lot of healing to do. Yes. I don't mean this in a bad way either. I mean, you got to do your healing. If you do not do your healing and change your perspective, then divine intervention will come at play. The Great Mother will give you a tower moment, an ego death, a dark night of the soul. You will get it. I guarantee you. Okay? So it's best that you do this on your own. Okay? This is a personal mission. No pastor, no church can help you connect to the divine feminine energy. Mama is waiting on everyone to connect to her. Okay? All right. Everyone that has two sets of eyebrows on this earth came from the creator of heaven and earth. Okay? We are all connected, all on the same consciousness. Okay? We just have two sides. We have children of the light and we have children of the dark. We have divine beings. Okay? We have divine beings that come from a divine bloodline. All right? And I'm going to get into that. I don't want to get sidetracked. So let's go ahead. So the divine feminine energy. Let's talk about who the Queen of Heaven is and who this very powerful divine feminine energy that no one is honoring. Because see, what I did, family, is I did the research, okay? I went back in ancient times, and everyone, the whole world was honoring the Queen of Heaven, okay? They called her Isis, but technically, family, the Great Mother's name was written in hieroglyphs. They don't even know her name. Okay? She said, I am that I am. Okay? I am nature. I am that I am. I am everything. Okay? So the Bible, like I said, it's a fable book full of lies and it has some truth in it too. So you have to use your discernment when reading any book. It doesn't have to just be the Bible. Any book you read, use your intuition, okay? Your discernment is very important in this season, all right? So, yeah. So if you think about it, the Christians, where did Christianity come from? And we're going to talk about this on my Pimps in the Pulpit video. Christianity came from Druidism, okay, which were my ancestors. So the Druids of Ireland. So we're going to get a little deeper in that, but I don't want to get you guys sidetracked. Let me stay on track. I have so much information. I don't want to overwhelm. So let's go into it. So this scripture that I found, I want you guys to meditate on it. It's in Jeremiah 44, and I'm not going to read the whole chapter. I just want to go down to, okay, let's start, family. Jeremiah 44, starting at chapter 11. So then I, the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. First of all, this is so-called God talking. Come on, y'all. Lord means king. Remember, my sixth great-grandfather from Ireland was a lord, which means he was a king, okay? This Bible is talking about a man that is a lord that he wants you to worship, okay? All right, let's go ahead. So then I, the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, will turn against you and destroy all Judah. As for the people of Judah who are left and are determined to go and live in Egypt, I will see to it that all of them are destroyed. All of them, great and small, will die in Egypt, either in war or starvation. They will be in a horrifying sight. People will make fun of them and use their name as a curse. I will punish those who live in Egypt, just as I punished Jerusalem, with war, starvation, and disease. None of the people of Judah who are left and have come to Egypt to live will escape to survive. Not one of them will return to Judah, where they long to live once again. No one will return except a few refugees. Then all the men who knew that their wives offered sacrifices to other gods. You hear that? To other gods. And all the women who were standing there, including the Israelites who lived in southern Egypt, a large crowd in all, said to me, "We refuse to listen to what you have told us in the name of the Lord. We will do everything that we said we would. We will offer sacrifices to our goddess, the Queen of Heaven, and we will pour out wine offerings to her, just as we and our ancestors, our king, and our leaders used to do in the towns of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. Then, then we had plenty of food. We were prosperous and had no troubles. But ever since we stopped sacrificing to the Queen of Heaven and stopped pouring out wine offerings to her, we have had nothing, and our people have died in war and of starvation." And the women added, "When we baked cakes shaped like the Queen of Heaven, offered sacrifices to her, and poured out wine offerings to her, our husbands approved of what we were doing." Take this scripture, family, and meditate on it. They are putting the truth right in front of our faces. This is disgusting to me because, see, what they did was, the Christian church, how they cut us off our mother. Number one, they gave us the Bible. Okay? Number two, and this is like, as I sit here and think about this, many will be like, "Is this girl crazy?" No, I am sound mind. I have been spiritually awakened going on 20 years. I have just been going a little deeper in my genealogy the last 5 years. Okay? Now, the Bible tells us that they were baking cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and their lives were lovely, prosperous, and peaceful. But as soon as they stopped honoring the Mother of Heaven and Earth, their lives changed. Okay. Now, I warned many that the patriarchal system hijacked the matriarchal system. Yes, they did. And they hijacked it on a whole nother level. Yes, they did. But it's okay, because we're going to get through this together. We are going to find out all hidden truths. Okay? So the Christians tried to disconnect you from your mother, your divine feminine energy. And this is for males and females. So what they did was they turned your mother into a man, which the Holy Spirit, that's mama right there. They gave mama one chapter, which is in Proverbs. Now, mama told y'all she was there at the beginning. Mama told y'all that she was was breathing life into existence. Mama told y'all that she spoke life into existence. But what the Christian church did was they hijacked the Queen of Heaven. Okay? And so that is why we are in a situation that we're in right now, full of chaos. Okay? because the patriotic system, uh, I assume they got jealous, and I assume they just didn't want to bow down to the Great Mother. You know, this information is mind-blowing to people that really believe in the Christian Bible, okay? Many Christians are going to, this is going to hurt. This is going to cause ego deaths, real deaths, dark night of the souls. So let's talk about who the divine feminine energy is. So we know the divine feminine energy is a primordial force, but it's connected to the Queen of Heaven. All right. Let's go and see who they are calling the Queen of Heaven. All right. So they're saying the Divine Mother, there is no civilization without her. She is wisdom and the mother of all sciences. Everything that is created comes through the mother. And so the Christians call her wisdom, the Holy Spirit. Okay, that's your feminine energy. So if you're reading the New Testament and they say the Holy Spirit is a man, you already cut off from your divine feminine energy. See? Boop, gone. If you are in the church listening to a pastor, you are already cut off from the divine feminine. Boop, gone. You see how that works? Mama is not dwelling with man. Mama is not dwelling with lies. Okay? In order for you to connect to the creator of heaven and earth, I've told you, you got to come correct. You got to come healed. Okay? Yes, you must come healed. So the divine feminine energy they call Isis, she has 10,000 names, family. Buddha, Asheroth, Astarte, they call her Mary, the Black Madonna. You know, every culture has a concept of the divine feminine energy. The Pope, his divine feminine energy is the Black Madonna. The Pope does not travel unless he prays and asks the Great Mother for permission. Okay? In each culture, the Muslims got Allah. Allah is a feminine energy. That's the Great Mother. Buddha, the Great Mother. In every culture, it's the Great Mother. Okay? Everybody's getting it right but us when it comes to this, the Western part of the country. Okay? The Western civilization decided that we're going to hijack the matriarchal system. We're going to remove all of the divine feminine energy on earth and basically just gut all the serpents out, because we were called serpents out of Ireland. So what they did was basically got rid of all of anyone worshiping the Great Mother. Okay? So Isis, like I said, Aset, Anana, many women, many queens, Queen Cleopatra, Queen Khalifa. I could name so many queens and royal princesses that was operating with the Great Mother. Okay? And so if you don't believe it, the Great Mother, listen, the Great Mother of heaven and earth is a primordial force that can shapeshift into anything. Okay? A cow, a dragonfly, a butterfly, a bird. Yeah. So, you know, it's the creative force. So don't underestimate the Great Mother, okay? You know, whatever you call your God, just make sure you give the Great Mother of heaven and earth, give her honor. I don't believe the energy wants to be worshiped, but how do we honor the Great Mother of heaven and earth? How do we honor our ancestors? We honor them by walking in truth, We honor them by breaking generational curses. Okay? We honor them by living divine because it's in our bloodline. That's why it's important for you to find out, tap in who you are and where you come from, okay? Because a lot of people say, "Well, I can't find my ancestors' birth certificates and census reports." With me, I will fly into whatever state I need to. I will go to the archives, census reports, but spiritually, your DNA, your ancestral DNA will automatically awaken. Okay? That gives you all types of spiritual gifts. That gives you access to your Akashic records, which is your library of past lives. So, for people that don't understand, you must tap in spiritually. Yes, you must tap in spiritually. So, let's talk about this before we get into Isis, because, like I said, the Great Mother's name, original name, was in a hieroglyph, and so they so-called transformed it into Isis, Set, I said, you know, it could be whatever you want it to be, as long as you honor the Great Mother of Heaven and Earth. Call her whatever you want. Call her Diana, Astaroth, Astarte, Inanna. Just know she is the Queen of Heaven and Earth. Call her Venus. I don't care what you call her. Just make sure you put some respect on her name. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead, because I don't want to make this video too long. I want to be able to give you guys something short and sweet and move on to the next video. So, Isis was the goddess of love, healing, fertility, magic, and the moon. She was one of the most worshipped deities in ancient Egyptian cultures, and her worship spread to the Roman Empire and beyond. That had to have been some powerful energy, family. Okay? So, she is still worshipped by many today. I would say so, okay? So, they call her the Great Lady of Magic, one of her titles in the Book of the Dead. Mistress of the House of Life, one of her titles in the Book of Dead. Light Giver of Heaven, one of her titles in the Book of Dead. Lady of the Words of Power, one of her titles in the Book of the Collector.com says she has 10,000 names. Okay? The Egyptian goddess Isis has many names and titles, especially in Egyptian literature, including Aset, her ancient Egyptian name, which translates to Queen of the Throne. Isis, her Greek name, which comes from the Greek word for throne. Queen of Heaven, one of her titles in the Book of Dead. Mother of Gods, another title in the Book of Dead. Lady of Green Crops, one of her titles in the Book of Dead. The Brilliant One in the Sky, one of her titles in the Book of Dead. Star of the Sea, one of her titles in the Book of Dead. Great Lady of Magic, one of her titles in the Book of Dead. Okay, so I've also discovered, family, like I said, we've been lied to. I'm going to keep saying this. So I discovered that the pyramids, okay, the pyramids, the Great Pyramid, over there in Egypt, the Great Sphinx, including the one on Mars, it predates Egypt. So you got to ask yourself, then what's going on here? If all the pyramids and the Sphinx, and including the Sphinx on Mars, predates Egypt, then who is really Egypt? then the Great Mother predates Egypt. Exactly. Now you see where I'm getting. This is ancient information. The Sphinx is the Great Mother. Okay? And when you see the woman with the line, okay, first of all, family, let's get this clear. Everything that they told us is a myth is not a myth. The Great Mother existed in human form. There's nothing a myth about the Queen of Heaven, okay? Let's get that very, very clear, all right? So when you look at and when you see Egyptian artifacts or hieroglyphs and you see they have a animal head or a human body, that's their spirit animal, their spirit aspect of them. All right. You know, like I said, man has deceived the whole world. We literally have to rewrite history all over again because of this. All right. We literally have to write history again with all these lies. All right. Where did the divine feminine come from? I get people asking me that all the time. Well, many ancient cultures had a divine feminine concept, family. It's very hard to believe. And the divine feminine is often associated with fertility, creativity, and intuition. Can I tell y'all we've been living on earth and we haven't been operating using our intuition properly? That's why a lot of us are in situations that we are in right now because we have not been operating and using our special spiritual gifts. Intuition is one. Okay? All right. What was the divine feminine? Why was the divine feminine suppressed? Okay, so with the rise of Western religion, Christianity, a profound shift occurred that distanced society from the divine feminine. Let me read this again. With the rise of Western religion, a profound shift occurred that distanced society from the divine feminine. The narrative that emerged was one of the marginalization and suppression, focusing on sin and casting women into roles that limited their expression and power. So, you know, for all those men talking about king me and let me sit on my throne, I hate to tell you this, but you won't make it on your throne without your divine feminine energy next to you like it's supposed to be, balanced here on earth. Okay? All right? Now, I know it's this going to be a hard pill to swallow, but in order for you to have salvation on this earth, you got to get right with the divine creator of heaven and earth. Yes, you got to tap in to your divine feminine. Whether you like it or not, it's got to happen. Okay? And let's talk about Isis. Okay? Let's talk about Isis and the divine feminine energy, okay? The divine feminine family, the energy, for those that don't know, it's basically a healing force that connects people to other people, okay? Mother Nature and all energy sources, okay? It's basically said this energy is so powerful, it encompasses many qualities that contribute to spiritual and emotional depth. Wow, that's deep, okay? That's deep. So everyone talking about the divine feminine energy, you got to connect to the great mother of heaven and earth, talking that divine talk. You can't talk divine if you have not done the proper work, healed yourself, go within so you could connect to your mother, the one that created you. Okay? You know, one woman gave birth to the whole world. I know that seems crazy, but I'm going to cover that on another video. 7 women. One woman gave birth to 7 women, and 7 women spread out through the whole earth and gave birth to everybody. That's why I said, don't judge a book by its cover. Because we're all related. We're all connected. Okay? We know there are some beings on this earth that are not supposed to be here now. I'm not talking about the Cabbage Patch Babies. And if you know what a Cabbage Patch Baby is, you know they hijacked their way on earth. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the real souls here on earth that are walking the divine path, and they come in many colors. Okay? Yes, divine has many, many children with colors of the rainbow. That's why the rainbow exists. Okay? Has nothing to do with the promise in a flood. And we're going to get deeper into that with all these lies. All right? So let's go ahead. Before I cut this video out, I'm going to make sure that I didn't miss anything. And if I did, I am going to I'm going to catch up on the next video. But this just shows you Babylon, Egypt, Persian, Greek, Roman, Renaissance, and modern. Okay? They were worshiping the Great Mother. You could call her Ishtar. They called her the wife, the mother, Isis, Inanna, Semiramis, Diana, Virgin Mary, Columbia, which they got, oh God, what they call it? The Statue of Liberty. Okay? That's a woman. The Statue of Liberty is basically telling you, but they turned your great mother into a man. That's why the Statue of Liberty is looking like a tranny. Okay? All right, let's get into how they hijacked. How can I explain this without confusing people? I don't want to confuse y'all. All right, so let's take a look at what Genesis really means. The word Genesis, family, if you look at the etymology of it, in the root word, it is the gene of Isis. What does Genesis mean? The coming of, right? Let's see what they got. Let's just see here. Let me back up here. Let's see. I'm going to spend some time on this. I'm not going to rush this video. I really want it to click for you guys. Okay? Let's see here. So, let's look and see what Genesis means. The meaning of Genesis in the Bible, right? Let's see what Google's talking about. All right, so the word Genesis means the origin or coming into being of something. The process or mode of or origin. Okay, so the word Genesis is gene of Isis. All right? And we are going to go further in this hidden gene of Isis. Who has the gene of Isis? Who are the daughters of Isis? And why don't anyone know if they have the Isis gene in them? Why isn't anyone talking about the Isis gene? And why hasn't anyone explained to us that the chapter in the Bible, Genesis, really means the genes of Isis? So who is Isis? Like I said, her name is not Isis. They could not translate her name properly. So they don't even know the Great Mother's name. But she told y'all, I am that I am. How can you put a name on the creator of heaven and earth? Huh? How can you put a name on Mother Nature, the primordial force, the primordial waters, the primordial, it's like, how can you put everybody looking for a name for the, how can you, seriously, family, come on now, let's really think about this. If our creator is major, okay, is major, why would we want to put a name to the creator that created creation? Meditate on that. Meditate on that. We have to learn how to stop worshiping creation and worship the creator. I'm sorry to tell y'all, family. I'm not sorry, but you know, let's before I say this, let's get into some more visuals. So go grab this book, family, The Genes of Isis. Dig into it, meditate on it. Let's see, Isis, let's see where she come from. Her origin is Egyptian mythology. Ain't nothing a myth about Isis. Isis was a real human being, a real powerful warrior that they don't want you to know about. Because they said she's a myth. She's a myth to man because man can't understand that magic that Isis, the great mother, comes with. Yeah, you got to think big. Think big. Okay, signs and symbols. The throne, the knot of Isis, the sun disk, the sistrum rattle, cow horns, wings. The epithets is Lady Aset, Lady of Abundance, Lady of Bread, Giver of Life, Queen of Heaven, Green Goddess. The offerings are candy, corn, milk, perfumes, raisin, rose petals, and teas. Okay, sorry, family, my voice is shutting down. All right, so let's talk about this. So, like I said, this is going to be a long video. I don't care. I'm not going to rush it, and I'm going to keep making them, but I've been digging on this so deep that it's blowing my mind, okay? And that's okay, because this is exciting. Truth really it ignites my soul. Truth, it makes me really excited. It's just something about truth. I just like, oh my God. All right, so my home is Sedona. That to me, that is my home, my spiritual home. So I was called to Sedona, and I never understood why. When I discovered that America is Egypt, okay, all the artifacts you see over there are newly sculptured by the government, their fake, anthropologists or whatever you call them. That's all fake. The real Egypt is the Grand Canyon and Sedona. I was spiritually called there, and what I discovered, along with a couple other people, is that the rock formations that they're hiding, okay, ask yourself this question. If this Isis character, which is the great mother of heaven and earth, if she is such a myth, I want y'all to think about this. Meditate on this. Let's meditate on this. If the great mother of heaven and earth, which is Isis, Aset, Anana, whatever you want to call her, if she is such a myth, then why are they hiding all the artifacts from us? If this Isis character, which is the Queen of Heaven, if she was worshipped all over the world before the patriarchs hijacked her, right? Men and women was worship her. This wasn't a feminist movement, family. This was men, women, creatures, kids bowing down to Mama, okay? The creator of heaven and earth. Now, if she is, if she's fake and she's a fable and she's just a mythological creature, then why are they hiding her temples all over the world? Why did they remove her temples all over the world? Huh? Why are they hiding all this Egyptian artifacts in Sedona and the Grand Canyon? Why are they hiding the big Buddha, yeah, I said Buddha statue in the Grand Canyon? Why are they hiding Isis temples in the Grand Canyon? Why are they, okay, so why did they remove her temple from so-called Egypt? It's called they removed, okay, so they removed the Telfla temple, and it's located in a museum in the Netherlands. They also removed the Debad, I think it's Debad temple of Isis, and that's located in Spain in a museum. They also are hiding Dindur temple, and that is located in New York City in a museum. In a museum. So if Isis was this fake character and she meant nothing to the world, then why is man hiding Isis, the Queen of Heaven, from the whole world? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. You know, let's see. The Egyptian goddess Isis and Osiris were high frequency twin flames and a highly respected power couple in Kemet / Egypt. Isis was the archetypal representation of the divine feminine, while her counterpart Osiris was the first lotus master. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, man. Did you guys hear? Did you guys read that? Did you read that? Did you read that? So, you know, I'm going to release to the world what Egypt was called before Egypt. And I'm not talking about Kemet. I'm not, honey, Isis, where did Isis come from? Okay. Like I told y'all, the pyramids, the Great Sphinx, predates Egypt, right? So I did a little more digging, and what I discovered was that Isis, Ireland, Aaron, start studying the etymology of words. They have translated these words, honey, and confused the whole world. And I mean, they did a diabolical, I'm just going to keep it real. They did a beautiful job at disconnecting us from the divine feminine energy, which is the queen of heaven and earth, which gave life to every human being, sir, man, creature on this planet. Okay? We're not talking about earth. We're talking about cosmos, the mother of the cosmos. I want y'all to really meditate on that. How important it is. Very important. It does something to me. All right, let's go. You know, I just want you guys to understand that man, ooh, Man has deceived. I got to keep reminding y'all because, many will miss this ship. Many will miss the mothership. Yes, because of their ego. They won't be able to understand this information as truth. Okay? But what I will tell you is this. The governments, they know exactly who the genes of ISIS is. They know who ISIS kids are. They know who the children of the light are. Okay? They know what they're hiding. Okay? And the reason why there is heavy, heavy military presence in the Grand Canyon is because there is a mother ship in the Grand Canyon. Yes, there is. And very, very soon, okay? Now, let me make this clear. There's a ship in the Grand Canyon, and only a couple people know how to operate it. Divine beings are the only ones that can operate any ancient ships, any ancient weapons, any ancient healing centers. They are the only ones that match the frequency. Yes. So this is going to take more than one video for me to really, really, really get you guys to understand that, Big Mama, the great mother of heaven and earth, the divine feminine energy, Diana, Mary, the Black Madonna, Buddha. 10,000 names is what she was called. Whatever you call her, just make sure, you tap in to her energy. Okay? I don't care what you call her. Just know that you honor the Queen of Heaven. Okay? And for those that, can't understand why the Bible got us confused and lied to us and deceived us and got us saying that women can't teach and preach and they're going to be in some trouble. And the people that can't see past the lies, you're going to have a bumpy road. Because like I advise many, the divine feminine energy, the matriarchal system, the Queen of Heaven energy is not near. It's already here. Okay? It's already here, honey. So I suggest you, man, woman, sir, or creature, tap in to the divine feminine energy. My next video talking about this subject, I'm going to help others tap into this energy that want the help. It's free will. You don't have to. You can stay stuck and stagnant, waiting on a man to come. JC's not coming to save you. David is not coming to save you. Prester John is not coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. The book lied to you, okay? So come out of the book, go within, like I said, so you don't have to go without. Tap in to your ancestors, okay? So you can get this knowledge that's very important, okay? Wisdom is not for everybody. I do understand that. But in this season, this golden age, with us vibrating on 5D energy, when y'all hear me say 5D energy, vibe high, family, raise your frequency, do you know 5D energy is the divine feminine energy? Yes. In that divine feminine energy, Mama is not allowing you to operate in a low vibrational state. You must vibrate high at all times, okay? You must get the hate, the jealousy, the fear, okay? All that crazy wickedness in your heart. You gotta get it out your heart in order to connect to the divine feminine energy. Okay? So, family, all I'm asking for all these years, thousands of years, our ancestors was getting it wrong. Let's do something different. Let's try something new. The Creator said that it was going to bring something new. Divine already let the whole world know that something brand new was coming to the world, family. Okay? So for me, I said, okay, since I've been honoring the great mother of heaven and earth, life has been so peaceful, amazing. I mean, the energy. I told y'all I wake up in the morning doing backflips and cartwheels. No, I'm serious. The energy that I've been in has been amazing. And I just want many out there to get on the level to where they feel good. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I always tell people I have a purpose and a passion here on earth. My passion is me working for myself, healing others through my frequency, through herbs. My purpose is my mission here on earth with the Creator of heaven and earth. So, yes, I have a boss, okay? And I tell people I work for the Creator of heaven and earth. They ask me, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? How can I take a 30-day vacation? Because my boss is the Creator of heaven and earth, okay? I work smarter, not harder. Okay? So for those out there who are waiting on a man to come out the sky and rapture you up, it's not going to happen. The rapture already took place. And I'm going to go deeper in that in the next video. So, family, what I'm going to be doing, honey, y'all can keep continuing worshiping man and a book. I'm going to continue honoring the Queen of Heaven, baking these cakes, giving up these offerings, and standing on business with my ancestors. I'm going to continue doing that. And for many that don't understand this, continue doing what you've been doing and see how that works out, because we've been living in lack, okay? We got to change our perspectives. Once you change your perspective, you will change your life, okay? You will change your life. Remember that, all right? With that being said, family, I'm going to end this video with a beautiful divine feminine affirmation. I think that I need to let everybody hear. You know, I said I was going to open up with some scriptures and close with some affirmations, and I'm going to do that. All right? The next question is, what are the elements? And that is going to be on part 2. I am going to go deeper into the Queen of Heaven and Earth. I'm going to go deeper into what the ancient communities were doing. And I am going to go deeper on when, how, and who decided to erase and hide the divine feminine energy, the matriarchal system, the Queen of Heaven and Earth from the whole world. And that's coming on part 2, family. Okay, so let's go. I am powerful beyond belief. I am unapologetically fierce. I embrace the shadows of my soul. I have the courage to make difficult decisions. I radiate confidence and feminine charm. I am beautiful in my darkness. I am liberated woman. I am naturally alluring and magnetic. I attract my desires easily. I am an unstoppable force of nature, and I am who I am. All right, family. Until next time, one family,